What to see, what to stream, and what to skip. It's Movie Reviews with Ryan J.
That's right, film critic Ryan J is here, and he's going to help you spend your movie budget wisely. Good to see you, Ryan.
Great to see you always.
All right, so we got some movies coming out that I know you've seen and you're going to review, and we should be excited about, including Dumbo PG.
You know, Disney is just remaking all of their animated classics into live-action films, and they're doing a really great job. I'm so excited this year we have Aladdin coming out yet, and The Lion King, and now it's Dumbo's turn. The original animated classic was 1941, and that film was only about an hour long. This live-action remake is more like a reimagining. It's an hour and 50 minutes long.
Okay.
There's a lot more characters, a lot more going on. It's very interesting. So it's quite different than the original, but, you know, Disney Magic in 2019, boy, what it can do.
Really? Okay, so when I look at some of the pictures, it looks kind of dark. Who's the director of this?
This is Tim Burton.
Oh,
And
that makes sense.
Yes, it is on brand. Of all of his films, I'd say this is the lightest and the brightest in tone, in story, in color, in design, and everything. But it is the typical Tim Burton, you know, the shapes and the whimsicality and the fantasy and the adventure. And I love him as a director. I've really never disliked anything he's done, and this is one of his best.
Well, interesting, because there's got to be Disney magic along with him. And you obviously
Look at
see
that.
it right there with Dumbo.
Yes, Dumbo. I mean, he looks so real. You believe it. You think you could
That
go
wasn't
visit
real?
him. That's a CGI. Yeah, you know, it's just, it can't get any better than that. You feel so much. His eyes are so expressive. Every time they get a close-up of Dumbo's eyes, I just want to, like, you melt.
Oh, I love it so far. I mean, seeing the cast.
Gorgeous.
Who's all in this? Because I can't identify anyone yet.
Well, there's Danny DeVito, and I love, Tim Burton. There's Michael Keaton. Tim Burton worked with Keaton and DeVito in a Batman film. We've also got Eva Green, who's another one of his favorites from previous films of his. I love her. And then also Colin Farrell in this one. He does a great job. And so the kids are great cast very well there, too. It's a wonderful cast, and there's amazing themes here. I mean, first of all, it's quite suspenseful.
Yeah.
I was literally, even though you know it's Disney and happy ending and that sort of thing, you're expecting it, it's still very suspenseful and intense moments, which are great. And it's just gorgeous, and there's great messages of like family and friendship, loyalty, believing in yourself. So see it.
Okay.
All ages.
That looked sad when he fell there.
All
I didn't
ages.
like that.
Yeah,
okay.
You know, you got to have you need the bitter and the sweet to balance things out.
To feel it.
Yes.
All right, Dumbo, there you go. The Aftermath is the next one. That's rated R.
Right, and this is a post-World War II romantic drama.
Okay.
And it's sort of a war-adjacent film because it takes place in like 1944 after the war has ended, and it explores relationships and rebuilding in Germany. It's about an English couple that moved to Germany because they have some work to do there. And there is drama.
Okay.
Yes, I was like so excited watching it in the dramatic scenes where I was like, oh, the drama's so good and the romance is so good. It's probably one of my favorite romantic dramas since The Notebook.
No way. That's high praise right there.
Yes.
If this is about the romance and this is about the relationship, how are the performances? Because that would make the difference.
Oh, so good. You have Keira Knightley, and she's outstanding and just so exquisite in a period piece. You know, the period film is so beautifully done. All of the art design here.
She fits so well, too.
She's wonderful. Alexander Skarsgård, Jason Clarke, and they're all so impeccably cast in this. It's like I couldn't imagine anyone else doing this film. Is
some of the war stuff accurate, or how does that, because you said it's war adjacent.
Right, it's not so much about the war. I mean, there's things that they mention about the war, and you see some war moments, and those, I always give me the heebie-jeebies because I feel so scared about it. But it's more about like how the war had effect on nations and relationships, and how people had to rebuild, and the cause and effect of that, and how like some people lost family during the war because their bombs fell in the house and someone died and whatever. And so how do you pick up after that? And also, who's a Nazi and who isn't a Nazi? And at this time, Germany was clearing certain Germans of whether or not they were a Nazi so they could continue on and that sort of thing. So it's a very tense time. The drama is high, the romance is high. It's so good. See it. I really enjoyed this film.
It looks beautifully done. That looks like one you'd want to see in the theater, too.
Yeah, I did love it. I really enjoyed it.
I love it. I know everybody also loves your movie clubs. Do you have some coming up?
Yes, this Wednesday, April 3rd, we're in April, and it is going to be for The Best of Enemies, which is based on a true story of a civil rights activist who started a relationship, not an intimate one, with a KKK member.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks really good. I love that cast too. So go to my website, ryanjreviews.com, to enter to win a pair of free reserved seats to join me at that screening on Wednesday.
Cool. Is there anything anyone can ever do to like try to win those, or is it really just sort of random? How do you pick?
Cash.
Just slipping it right like this. There.
Tickets to Harry Potter World. get to know me, and I'll take, yeah, exactly.
to those work as well.
Exactly.
Like, you looked great on Friday.
Once in a while, if someone does write in and they're like a rabid fan about a certain film, like I like to, because I'm such a fanboy for certain things myself.
Right.
And so if I see that someone's really passionate about a film, I'll make sure that they get in to see it.
I love to hear that. Okay. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you, too.
All right. You can like Ryan J on Facebook, follow him on Instagram and Twitter, and for his full movie reviews, you check out his website. That's ryanjreviews.com.